Hello, Janet. Thank you so much for coming. This is our live session. Welcome. Long time since I had this setting of mine. I'm feeling good today. It's Sunday. Tomorrow is work. I hope you had a good weekend. I wish you well as the week starts. You and your family. You and your plans to come to the United States. You and your plans to go to Canada. Thank you so much always for following. I have this time to thank everyone who is a follower. It's long since I thanked you guys. You know, this corona, a lot of things have been going on. They've been going on here in the United States, and we kind of hit the brakes a little bit. But now we are making 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. So, you know, it's one day at a time. It's a watch and wait game. So I hope all of you, that's what you're doing. Like, no one can promise you right now they know what's happening. No one knows what is happening, but what we can do is to keep up. 1 step ahead, 1 backwards. And all of you, thank you so much for supporting me, okay? Thank you so much for following me. And by the way, I'm going to start focusing on growth. I haven't been focusing on growth. Subscribe on YouTube, Janet Rangi, all right? Thank you so much for your comments. And the YouTubers, thank you for your comments. You call me and you say, Janet, thank you so much for the YouTube videos. The Facebook, 5-star reviews. Thank you for following. Continue following. Janet is here with a focus on Africa, Sub-Sahara. How about that? For once, you have someone who is telling you what the world knows. And some of you misinterpret, like Janet is telling you what to do. No, I'm here to break information and bring us at par with the world. That's my passion. And in the process, all of us are benefiting. So thank you so much for following and for sharing with your friends and your family and everyone. Those that I don't get in touch with you, sorry, but you know what? I'm here for your videos. I tell you everything that is going on. So today's title is very important. This I didn't want to touch because we know there were green card winners, but I didn't want to start with such information. It's kind of a morale killer, okay? So most of you know, 2 months ago, 60 days ago, there was a proclamation in the United States, an executive order to say that green cards should be put on hold because of coronavirus and the job situation in the United States. So they stopped processing green cards worldwide. Anyone coming to the United States on a green card, they were put on hold. For those who are 2020 winners, you know very well. But you know what? We didn't lose hope. We did not lose hope because we were like, anyway, the embassy is closed, so we can just wait and see 60 days, maybe the embassy will be open. And that was correct. Although they slapped us with green card suspensions, but the embassies were closed. So we were like, anyway, even if I wanted to do my green card, the embassy is closed. Guess what? That was April 22nd. I do this video today because it's June 21st. Tomorrow is June 22nd. 60 days expire. And you know what? I've been watching TV. I've been reading newspapers. I've been checking my sources. I haven't had anything. So the more silence, it will just expire. You know, that's what it means. When it expires, we go back to business as usual. Okay, that means those who want 2020, you are going to line up in the embassy and you get your green card. We hope that everyone remains tight-lipped. Even I don't feel like talking because I feel like when I talk, I'm reminding people something they forgot. Okay, I've been watching very carefully. We've had some scarecrows here and there scaring us. Oh, we're going to stop H1B. We're going to stop OPT. Green card is true. It was stopped for foreigners. 60 days moratorium. Suspension, 60 days. April 22nd. Tomorrow is June 22nd. 60 days are over. Cross your fingers, as someone said. Cross your fingers, let's see what happens. If nothing is said, it means we are going back to the embassy. We are going to start processing the green cards. That is my whole topic today. And what next? So that is the announcement. Share in your groups. Those who are worried, Janet has not had anything. If you've had anything, share with us here. Tomorrow when I wake up, when America wakes up, I'll be watching for you again. I'll be reading newspapers. I'll be watching news. I watch business news. I watch different kinds. Reliable resources. That's why Janet is here. I know the reliable resources in the United States. I know the kind of newspapers that I can trust. Okay? But they don't look at me here. Before I present, I'm very familiar with the Washington Post. I read Washington Post. I read Forbes magazine. I read New York Okay, I read so many newspapers on the same topics. So these are reliable people in government, journalists. They bring reliable information, and I go to uscis.gov and I combine everything with my experience. Because I look and sound like you, I bring everything together and I tell you what is happening. Okay? So that is the whole goal. So far, we've had threats here and there, but the proclamation, the suspension that happened April 22nd, everything is silent. Pray. Tomorrow is June 22nd, so I don't know what will happen. Okay? I don't know what will happen. And this will affect all of you. So it's better for you to be on the lookout. Even those who won 2021, I know you are happy, but some of you did not know that there was a suspension on green cards for international people. There was a suspension. I'm not starting a rumor. That was 60 days ago. Okay? But no one has said anything, so we are assuming it's going to expire. Okay? Unless tomorrow morning we hear something from the White House, or we hear something saying, oh, we are extending the suspension. Then we know, oh, Lord, now we are in trouble. Okay? For those who want 2020, you still have up to September 30 to process these things. Okay? For the new ones, October 1, you could be here in America starting from October 30. November, you could be here. Okay? So 2021 will start processing in October. That is why it's called 2021. You'll start coming. All right, so that is the green card news I wanted to say. So far, things are quiet. Keep praying. These are some of the things now you need to prepare looking forward when you're thinking of a green card and how to approach the embassy. Okay, these have been very hard times. They were slapping people with things left and right until there's a lot of confusion. I don't even blame the embassy. The embassy could be confused too. I don't know. But just know that they introduced new requirements such as medical requirement. Like medical health in the United States is very expensive, just having healthcare. And people say, Janet, what will I do? What will I do now? Healthcare. Well, the judge blocked such things. And I don't think that the embassies will be asking. But if I were you, I'll be prepared. And you say, Janet, how? You go to reliable websites that offer healthcare. You ask for a quote. And then when you show up in the embassy, you have a letter showing a quotation. You know, how do we know you'll get healthcare? I've been doing my shopping. When I reach there, I'll try and find a job immediately, get employer-given healthcare. If not, I have a plan of purchasing healthcare, private insurance, and here is my evidence. This is how you approach these issues. Don't keep quiet. Like, they know that international people probably cannot afford this expensive American healthcare, and you cannot start paying for premiums if you are outside the United States. What they are trying to look for, in that interview is that you do not have the intention of coming here and using government healthcare and you have not even paid any taxes. Do you understand? That is the politics behind it. All right? So when you understand the politics, you know how to answer your questions. The politics is taxpayers are not going to be paying for you money. You show up today and you get healthcare. So how do you approach it if you don't even have the money? The best answer you can give at the embassy, the green card will give me a work permit. My goal is to secure a job as fast as I can to avoid using any government resources. I want to be self-reliant. The keyword, self-reliant. If I do not, the word is if, my friends, English, understand that is how it works. Words mean something. In case, if I don't find a job in time, I plan to purchase private insurance as I wait for a job. How do we know that? I went to a website, ABCD, that offers healthcare for immigrants in the United States. And they gave me a quote. And I'm ready to start paying as soon as I reach there and I don't have a job. Are we clear? That is the best I can offer. Unless you have a way of finding healthcare, okay? But the last time I checked, the judge had blocked that injunction, and I'm hoping they will not bring it up. When you deal with the embassy, when you go there to ask for a visa, the green card, okay? Are we on the same page when it comes to medical? I hope you're on the same page. I love all of you back. I hope you're on the same page when it comes to healthcare. Those who win the green card, don't miss out the green card. You have to be prepared. Like Janet will tell you, probably they will not ask. But what if? What if you want to be clean, you want to be succinct, you want to be prepared, and the whole point you want to portray is, I'm going to be self-reliant. I'm going to find a job. In the United States, jobs mostly offer healthcare, and that should be your goal when you come here. And that brings me to the second thing they introduced in this administration, something called public charge. Public charge means you show up in America, and then you promise to take care of yourself. Now you end up on the streets, or now you're starting to ask government food stamps. You want them to send you a check for food. You want them to send you health care. You want to take public benefits that you did not pay into. You did not pay into the system. Understand the politics behind it. Okay? And that, that's just what we are dealing with. So public charge means you overuse government resources. So the best answer is here, when you're feeling those things, make sure your answers are geared towards self-reliance. I'm going to get a job. That should be your topmost. Because green card. Now, for my followers, these videos sometimes are very difficult. I have a very difficult job, by the way. Some of you think it's easy. Because what Janet says sometimes can become gospel. If I say, go and tell them you'll get a job, I'm talking to people who will come here on green cards. Green card is the word I was looking for. You're coming as a permanent resident. It's a permanent visa. It's an immigrant visa. That means you're coming and working. Now, my friend, don't show up in the embassy on asking for a student visa, requesting for a student visa. Remember, the word is request. And then you say, yes, when I reach there, I'll find a job. They won't give to you. You're coming for studies. Okay? Those are two different visas. They want you to demonstrate that you'll come and go back. So if you're coming for another visa, I have to throw that in there so that I don't confuse my followers. So that you're going to the embassy, don't start, how will you pay school fees? Now go and find a job. No. Not student visa, no visiting visa. No. Big no. This is for green card. Because they are allowed to, the green card is a work permit. It's permanent resident. Are we on the same page? I hope we're on the same page there. That's why I tell my followers, watch Janet Rangi videos in detail. Understand. So that is how we are approaching the public charge. If you're filling the form, your whole goal is to make sure you demonstrate self-reliance and ensure that you are not going to overuse the government resources. Okay? All right, now. Another thing, and I'm going through the points, what the embassy will need. Of course, all of you know they will need medical. I don't have to explain that. They will tell you when to go for a medical checkup. You'll pay. They have specific doctors. You're not going to use your own doctor. They have their own doctors. They get the reports directly. You cannot skew anything. You cannot cheat, period. I don't have to explain that. Be prepared. Once you win a green card, they do healthcare checkup. Okay? Don't use marijuana. Don't use drugs, which I don't think they are a problem. But these days I hear it's a problem at home. Growing up, it was not a major problem, but the cities and the world has become small. Don't use drugs. They'll find out. Okay? All right. Tuberculosis, probably they'll put you on treatment. Okay? Some people have all asked me about HIV. If you're on treatment, I don't think it should be a problem. Okay? HIV used to be a death sentence. It's no longer a death sentence here. It's a treatable disease, chronic though. You live with the condition, you keep taking your medicines. It's a chronic condition. Do you understand, my friends? So don't panic and what if? No. So what if what? Just show up. Let them say yes or no. I like covering my fall. I love you. I love all of you. Okay? All right. So if you're one of those people who hasn't checked yourself in the recent years, don't panic. Okay? I recommend you check yourself, but make sure you don't panic. All right? Show up with what you have. Let them say no. All right? And I know people keep on asking me, will they stop me if they find this? Will they stop me if they find this? The best thing you have control is to take care of yourself. Okay? But if it's too late, just show up. All right? And keep on the faith and stay strong. Now, I don't have to spend a lot on healthcare. Let's go to hosting. Hosting is the big one. When you won, the new winners, I told you, join groups. Okay? What are they looking in a host? Okay? What are they looking in a host? A host is someone that can demonstrate they're above poverty lines. They're above poverty levels in the United States. How do they determine poverty levels in the United States? The amount of money you earn per year and the number of family members. Okay? So in expensive states where everything is expensive, like let's say New York, California, probably poverty line could be $40,000 a year. All right? While in some states that are very reasonable and a little bit easier to live in, like the southern states, Oklahoma, Texas, all these, probably poverty level could be 28,000 or 30,000. You need to Google, know the poverty levels. Because when you're signing an affidavit of support, if you find a host that is earning 40,000 and they have 2 children, probably they don't meet the requirement. So you want to meet with a host that probably has no kids, or a host that is earning good money, okay? Look for people like registered nurses, doctors, pharmacists. If you can't, those that are working 2-3 jobs. It doesn't matter in America. You can have a good job, but the other one outpaces you by working harder. Okay, so a nurse could be working only 1 shift, but there's another one who is working in a restaurant, but they put in more time. So you as a nurse, you're putting in 36 hours per week, but this other one is putting in 60 hours per week. At the end of the year, you probably earn the same. Are you understanding, my friend? So how do you know? The things we use to document our salary here, we call them W-2s. Each year, the government or the employer will send us in January like a receipt. Okay, they call them W2. W2 will show me how much I made. Okay, and how do they know? It's linked to your social security number. When you come to the United States, before you work, everyone has a social security number. That is what documents what you get. So when you are filing taxes, it's like a balance sheet. Why do you file taxes? It's balancing sheet and telling the federal government and state government, hey, okay, this is the W-2 I got from my employer. This is how much I earned. This is how much you took away from me. This is how many kids I have. This is how much I spent on rent, blah, blah. Then you come to the end, then the government will say, oh, we took too much. And then plus you have kids, we have to give you back for child tax, plus give you back because we were overpriced, we overtook, okay? Oh my goodness, you earned a lot. You didn't have kids and you didn't pay this. You asked 3,000. So it's a balance sheet. How? Because they can tell from your social security number, they can tell from your W-2 how much you earned. So when you are looking for a host, I don't know how you'll communicate to them. Talk to them nicely. Okay? Say, you know, I'm trying to see, but you just ask for the document that the embassy is asking. Okay? Don't go asking, how much do you earn? How much? I want to know. No. You have to be smart. Okay? Be smart. Yeah, I have an embassy meeting, you know, the appointment on this month, so I'll need to have documents A, B, C, and D. They're asking you to sign for me my affidavit of support. And if you can, please provide me a copy of your W-2. You can block out your social security number. Some of them are nervous, because a social security number is a private number in the United States. People can use it as identity theft. So you want to reassure them you don't have anything bad. You are not going to overuse their documents. You are not that. And most of us, we understand. That's why it's easy to get someone that comes from home. You tell them, you know what, if you want, you can block the social security number. I will not look at it. But of course, if the embassy wants the social security number, they will have to reveal. Okay, but me, I always say it's better I have a host and reassure them and tell the embassy they did not want to reveal their social security number. This is their address, this is their name. I don't know how that works, but I'm just helping you. If you want to reassure these hosts that, you know what, I need someone to take care of me when I come to the United States. Do you understand? Now, another negotiating point when you're getting these hosts in America is to tell them, when I come, then I get a job, this is how much I expect to contribute. Don't offer a number, don't offer cash, because you don't know how much you'll be earning. But you want to reassure them that they don't have to approach you to help them with the electricity bill. They don't have to approach you to pay gas bill, okay, or to pay rent. Give them a general idea that there will be a discussion, okay? We will have a discussion when I come to the United States, we will have a discussion on how much I can contribute, okay? And once you come, okay, now you found a host, they've given you the affidavit of support, they are willing to give their address and documents, and they'll host you. Once you come here, you need to come with a mindset that now this is not home. And this is why I say, my friends, watch my culture shock videos. Culture shock just means that you're going to a country that does things a little bit different. Okay, in this country it's normal to ask a relative to contribute. At home, I know, if you go live with your aunt, you probably just keep quiet, be fed, so long as you are washing dishes and all that. No, in this environment, people, it's a give and take. Okay, you are more likely to survive if you're making contributions. Okay, so you're contributing this, and then you are not just coming and sitting on the sofa and watching TV. I mean, it's your life, so be proactive. When you come, you want to wash dishes, huh? You want to, if they have kids, you can say, okay, if I don't have a job today, I'll watch the kids for you. You understand? Negotiate in the house. Look around. Look at their pain points, okay? Look at the pain points. Understand what kind of host. There are those hosts, after evaluating the first 1 or 2 months, you can see that these ones, once I get a job and I'm giving them my $300 per month, I can leave them even with them for a year. Even 3 years, so long as I'm going to school, I'm meeting my other goals. Okay, now this one, I better put my things together and she'll be out of this house by 6 months. Okay, I'm on the same page. Like, negotiate, be reasonable. Don't go there and then now, those people, when you go to America, they are so mean. Yes, they can be mean. There are some people who count how much milk is in the fridge. Of course, if you live with Janet, she's not gonna count milk. I don't care. Okay, you'll probably live with me because I have enough money to finance my own house. Okay, Sunday comes, like today, I've shopped enough milk for the week, eggs, bread, meat, everything. So if you are living with me, I'm not gonna care. I still need my electricity. I'm gonna pay. Okay, I'm gonna pay everything. I don't care. All right, will it be nice if you say, Janet, you've helped me, I'll give you $300 once in 6 months? Probably yes. Okay, but if you find a host that is kind of squeezed, even them, they're kind of struggling, offer something, but negotiate. Okay, it's the art of negotiating, my friends. So that is the attitude you need to change. That's why you follow a person that has lived both lives. Okay, I've lived half there, half here, so I know the expectations at home. I myself, if I live with my aunt, you just clean and you are not even knowing how they are paying bills. Like, it's even taboo to ask people, look at them, are they taking off their shoes? Make sure the toilet seat is closed or left open. Little things like those. Don't aggravate them. Some of them are outright mean. They can't stand you. Or some of them have never lived with someone until you show up. After 1 week, they're already chasing you out. And then now we start having darkness. Darkness, people talking after each other, talking about them. She's talking about me. She wants me out. And then now you're meeting people at you're living with those people. No. Okay. No. Keep yourself above the noise. Okay? Janet Rangi followers, go above the noise. We know what we are in for. We know we need a host to help us the first 6 months until we survive. Okay? So those are the things I want. Okay? Okay, now once you reach here, I have to check immigration benefits. Some of you need to understand what is in for you when you win a green card. Okay? Most of the time, especially if you won, you will have to stay 5 years before you become a citizen. Okay? But if you got it through marriage to a United States citizen, probably 3 years. So to be a citizen, it takes about 3 to 5 years. And those are tough decisions. You have to make sure you come from a country of dual citizenship. What are the benefits of becoming a citizen and not? Of course, if you're a citizen, you can vote, you can work for the federal government, you can leave America and go stay in Jamaica for 3-10 years and no one will care. But if you stay on a permanent resident, it expires. Okay? Sometimes people forget. I used to work as a nurse, and I had a nurse that I used to work with. She was from Germany, and she was, I think, 72 years old. She was almost retiring. And then she's like, Janet, I don't know. I hope they don't ask me for work permit. I say, what? She said, I came from Germany 30 years ago or 40 years ago, she was telling me. And she kept on forgetting to renew the green card. But the hospital, when they employ you the first time, they never ask you for those things again. So she was just surviving. She never changed her status from green card or permanent residency to citizenship. So if you don't change, you always have to remember to renew your green card. That's the whole point I'm telling you. Sometimes you think Janet is just talking. I meet people who come here, they want the green card, and they continued life as normal. Before they know it, the green card expired. Now you have to go back home. All you needed was to either renew the green card, which is, I think, 10 years. And you say 10 years is a lot. I can't forget, my friend. People forget. Why? Because when you live here for 9 years, you'll probably remember. But within those 6 months that will cross you to the 10th year, you forget. Are you understanding, my friend? It's not like you will forget badly. You'll be like, my green card was 9 years, almost expiring. Then the 9th year comes, and then you remember. Like, okay, I still have 6 months before I turn 10 years. The next time you remember, you are out of status. So always remember, when you are permanent resident, it's a renewal process. Your rights are not as sealed as the one who is a citizen. Do you understand? Like me, I'm a citizen, but I'm a naturalized citizen. That means I was not born in the United States. They offered me naturalization. I can never become president. I can never become anything bigger than all those things. For you to become president, you have, of course, to be born here. My kids can achieve all that. I cannot. But I can work for the state government. I can work for the federal government. I can vote. I don't have to renew nothing. I can get the most coveted passport in the world, where I just go to countries visa free. Just enter, because it's the United States. I'm telling you, once you have that passport, you just enter left and right, left. You just take a plane most of the time. Of course, you need a visa. But most of the time when you're coming from America, people don't question you, like you're truly coming to visit and going back. So you understand, all I'm saying is make sure you understand the benefits of having a green card and citizenship. Some people don't like to change because they are very attached to their home country. Okay, but understand what are the pros and cons of changing. So those are the things you need to remember. And then you need to know, if I have a green card and I marry, how long will it take? Just always understand, when you're a citizen, the process is always faster. Let's say you come on a green card today, 5 years, you change to citizenship and you apply for, maybe that time you're married, it will take only 6 months. And like someone applying for a green card for a spouse, maybe it's 2-3 years. Do you understand? Things are just shorter when you're a citizen. They are more straightforward. They give priority to United States citizens. So you need to understand all those benefits. I say this because I come from a very strong refugee population and I see a lot of things. We have so many people here that do not have the knowledge. Do you understand? And understand your education benefits. Okay, you can get student loans when you're on a permanent resident, but try as much as you can to do what? To work as you go to school. That brings me to a very important point. I think some of you saw me posting yesterday that Janet gives you information and you watch at free will. Okay, we are not exchanging money here. We have to keep that in mind. Okay, but you get knowledge which is real. But understand that the decision is yours. Okay? Janet is presenting to you what other countries have. All right? Like I was just watching some people who come from India, for example. There are companies that just give loans to students who get F1 student visa in the United States. Why? Because they take care of the H1B. So they know you are going to school for technology. There's a company or a bank in India that is willing to finance your education, because they know after graduation, return on investment, they call ROI, return on investment is worth it. So they can loan you all that money, give you $50,000, you go to school straight without struggling, without disturbing your parents. But then they know when you graduate, you'll probably get H1B visa through Google, Facebook, and technology companies. And then your salary is probably $150,000 or $200,000. Those people work hard and they pay off their loan in 1 year. Do you understand? So those are some of the benefits other countries are bringing on the table. And that's why I work so hard to bring this information in our society. Once a big population of us know what goes on, we are more likely to take advantage of the things that the whole world is doing. Some of my followers, I love all of you, especially those who support me. Once in a while, I get those who take it too personal. You know, I'm doing things for the bigger picture, not a small picture. And sometimes I'm very personal. You know, I'm one-on-one with people, and I love that. But also understand that I have a job to the big society, okay? So it's never a personal. If I make a comment here, not one person, it's for the benefit of all of us, okay? It's for all of us. So understand, as much as I want to help you one-on-one, the bigger picture is to empower the community, is to empower the whole of that region, so that we know what the world knows and we make a choice. Okay? So if all of us in our universities, in our colleges, we understand how things work, it's a step forward. Even if I don't accomplish and someone else takes over Janet Rangi 10 years from now, 20 years from now, the society is different. Because when you know, you know. You know, who knows, maybe 5 years from now, they can open up more opportunities for students from Africa. Then we can have a bank that will be financing people. You know what I mean? And so you don't have to be bothering your parents. I can't afford this. I can't afford that. No. So you look at the big picture. That's what at least that's my passion, okay? Another thing when you come here, I've seen some people go in communities whereby people don't understand immigrants. Okay? So don't start blaming people. America is this way. America is that way. Do your research. I can give you an example. You can go to some communities that they don't have the experience with the international students. So if you go asking for a social security number, probably they are looking at you, you know. And like if you go to border states like Texas, California, they've dealt with a lot of immigrants from China, from Mexico, okay, from India. When you talk about all these things for foreign students, they get it. So this country is too big. It's like you having a situation somewhere in Johannesburg and you start blaming people in Egypt. Do you understand? Like, take advantage of the country and learn. Just because you've been denied a social security in one school, ask yourself, what can I do? Can I change the move to another state? Can I change the school? Okay, probably they just don't understand. Some places are more friendly to immigrants, some are not. It's just the way life is. People in Seattle, Washington are more likely to understand you as an immigrant. All right. So that's the whole point. I hope you're getting, and I'll continue doing this video so that we are all on the same page. When I'm doing this, I'm empowering all of you to understand. And I've always said, when you come here, nothing is easy. Nothing is promised. There is no manna from heaven. Manna from heaven. Come. Janet said there's manna from heaven. No. Okay, so one of my followers made a comment here and say, America is not for the faint-hearted. Okay, you just have to keep fighting and working harder and harder. Is it easy? Probably not. But you have to keep looking at the promised land. Okay, so you know, if I do 1, 2, 3, 5 years from now, I'll be a pharmacist. I'll be a registered nurse. Okay, I will join the military. Okay, but what do I do to reach there? Meanwhile, I have to deal with these hosts that are not very friendly. What can I do to improve my relationship with them? Have a discussion. Okay, you come in as a new student. Don't too much, like Janet comes in and says, you can apply for a work permit. One school will be more friendly, another one will not. Make phone calls. How are people in Minnesota doing? How are people in Seattle doing? Can I consider moving? Okay? The moment you start blaming other people is the beginning of failure. Taking personal responsibility has helped me a lot. Anytime something goes wrong, I always say, Janet, like my sister, I can tell you a story. Most of you like stories. I like stories, okay? My sister, one day she told me, Janet, we went out with these guys one day. And then they drank alcohol. And then when we were about to go home, okay, one of them decided to start driving the car. And I took that car. I am telling you, he was swerving. I was not in control. I thought we were going to die that day. And then look at what my sister was saying. Hey, nilichuna masikio. I beat my ears. Like, listen, my ears. Listen. Never take a car that is driven by a drunkard. Now, look at that situation. My sister could have chosen to blame the people that were driving while drunkard. But she had a choice never to do that again. So that is what you do. What can you do yourself to change the situation? That is just how life is. Success comes with those that take personal responsibility. Will you fail? Yes. But Janet has lost lots of money. And I understand Janet is in America, so when I lose money, I have ways of making it up. Some of us, we are in a very painful situation. Probably it took us years to even save. Okay? But sometimes that's what it takes. But you dust yourself and start all over again. So instead of maybe feeling bad you didn't go to Canada, instead of feeling bad, start all over again. Just start that community college. I've had people that were denied a visa 10 times. Multiply $160 times 10. $1,600. That is how much it took for them to finally get a visa. It's painful. No one will know. It's painful. But you can never win if you don't try. So it's a risk. Okay? This is not for the faint-hearted. This is not. But some try and they get through. Okay, so there is no way you will know until you try. The most difficult thing I can tell you is crossing over. That once you step on this soil, possibilities are endless. Possibilities are endless. And the streets are talking, no Janet. Okay, sometimes people work. I've heard they work under the table, they have money like you. I've heard on TV they even say, you employers that employ people without papers, you need to watch out. So everyone knows. I don't quote me, people know it happens. I don't know anyone personally, but I've heard, okay, that when communicate, know what the world is doing, know what people are doing. If you put yourself in a cocoon, you're more likely. There are people, you can't believe people that have lived in one place for 3 years and they just didn't have information. I can tell you right now, one of my followers came to Oklahoma as a student, no money. I'm telling you, Janet, I don't know. On campus, I'm finding this just a little bit. It's not helping me. The same person called me 6 months later. Janet, thank you so much. I have a good job. I saved enough money. I'm going to nursing school. Do you understand? So you have to meet people where they are. You meet people where they are. And like some, they come straight, oh, Janet, I'm so happy I found a scholarship. So every case is different. But I can tell you, when you go to a place, listen to me, not all places will be the same in the United States. Egypt operates different from South Africa. Kenya operates different from Nigeria. Know what people in Nigeria are doing, know people in Kenya. I'm using that example because America is that huge. Okay? So if you go somewhere in Bungoma, and you decide that America is like Bungoma, or the whole of Africa operates like Bungoma, you are wrong. You need to know what people are doing in Turkana. Then you've tried. Do you understand, my friends? So open up. Janet gives you this chance of opening up. Nothing is easy. Okay? But we need to toughen up. We are already tough. Me, I can speak for myself. Just being born home, I'm a tough girl. I'm tough. So why not use my toughness to survive? I'm telling you. When Corona came, I knew I had better survival skills than most people here. Because I've stayed hungry. Do you understand? I know how to keep my grains. You give me a can of Blue Band, I'll open for you without a knife. That's just how I grew up. I'm sure some people, if you give them a can of Blue Band and they don't have a knife to open, they'll be looking at you, huh? And some of you don't know a can of Blue Band. Oh my goodness. People are so young. Because these days, the Blue Band or the butter has a plastic you just flip over. No. Me growing up, everything was cans. And you have to open that can. And I'm not going to even tell you, that's a story of another day. But some of you who are in boarding school, you probably know. Some of you I went to school, you know how we used to open a can. Do you need a knife? Tell me how you'll open that can. Today they give you a heavy Kimbo, cowboy. We knew how to open. So what my whole point is, we already tough. And we are not going to be that kind of people that come and then we start as if the wind is about to blow us on the left. When the wind goes right, you go right. Wind goes... No! You use your toughness to work for you. You know, people say things, you... Okay? I love you so much for coming. Okay? If you are not tough, watch Janet. She's a tough girl. And sometimes I smile. Okay? Most of you, you know, I'm very loving, kind. I'm that kind of love you. And then some people think they can come and harass Janet. I can take off this American hat and become African Kenyan and let's go to the ring. Eh? I can be that kind of a person, but that's not how I was raised, okay? My parents raised me to be loving and caring and being positive and just, you know, understanding that when you fall, you stand up and you keep going, okay? All right. Use the knife to open the can. Okay, someone say that, all right? So when you are watching Janet, understand she's a tough cookie. She's like you. So no, my genes have not changed, all right? So when you're playing games with Janet, she can play the games too. But she chooses to show love, okay? Or otherwise, I can punch, okay? All right, Edna, I love you, okay? Everyone else coming in today. What have we said? What have we said today? Green card, suspension, we know everything is quiet. Okay? The suspension ends tomorrow. Okay? I love that America, the land of the brave. I'm telling you, you cannot survive if you are weakling. You know a weakling? As if you're chicken. Chicklings. No. We are from a land of lions. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm tough. And that's why I survive on this job. Okay? Out of love. I can show love and just be tough. Okay? All right. Mercy got it right. Boarding life. Go and look at Mercy, how he used to open cans. Do you understand? So we are that kind of people. Do you understand? People that have stayed without food. And then you start complaining how that. What? I'm coming in a place where there is no rationing. I just open water and I'm just, I'm telling you, tough. So I make that to work for me. Do you understand? Like, what haven't I not seen? What haven't I not seen? Yeah? So if you're weakling, just keep following Janet. Okay? Even when, and then one of my followers, Janet, I pray for you, Janet, I pray for you. Some of you are very thoughtful. I love you. And I'll just, Janet, I hope you find someone to also give you the strength to keep going on. Can you imagine? So some people pray for me to that level. I'm like, what did she imagine? You know, like you come and watch Janet, and then now you find consolation. And where does Janet get the strength? And some of my followers get it. They're like, Janet, I'm praying that even you find somewhere or someone that will show mercy to you. That is good. That means that person is praying for me and thinking of my well-being. Okay? All right. Eric, I love you. Keep feeling motivated. Okay? And sharing, because the whole world knows. Those who've watched me for 2 years, I always say, we know growing up, we were told in Catholic schools, they want to teach us how to fish. They don't want to give us fish. Because when you eat fish, after 2 days, we don't have any more fish. Yes, Janet, you're a strong person. Yes, and I have to. Why is Janet strong for you? Because of her passion. Because of her passion. Okay? And some people say, Janet, how did you start? And maybe some of you have never known how I started. I went to start at newspaper or Nation. And they asked me the same question in Kenya, the Nation newspapers. They said, Janet, how did you start? I said, I posted on Facebook. And then I saw 5 people saying, Janet, that is so nice. And then the next time I post, I see 50 people saying, that is so nice. And then I disappear. I had personal problems. I disappear. Never went on Facebook for like 3 months. Then I came back on Facebook and posted. And then in the comments, we missed you. I'm like, these people don't even know me. How are they missing me? That is how I realized that there was a need. And that's how I continued. And I promised those few people, I think there were just 100 people. And I told them I'll show up 2 or 3 times per week. And that is what I did up to today. So it's called determination. There are times when I feel like giving up, and then I go in my room and I see a message come in and I say, no, keep going, and keep giving this information. Or I get a message from my father. Or sometimes I have to take all the pain. You think, at least you just follow. Okay? Me, I have to take the pain. People get denied green cards. People get denied visas. People lose money. And I have to take all those stones. Do you think when people get denied, they're happy with Janet? They come here. They don't even blame the embassy. Now they will come to Janet and I have to take that. I say, no, let's start all over again. Dust yourself. Start. They say, Janet, I feel better after talking to you. Yes. I mean, what other option do we have? Okay, my friends, I love you so much for following. Continue following. As I said, our numbers on YouTube are growing. Continue. Corona, one day at a time. Kind of things came down, things. Facebook, thank you so much for following. All right. Consistency. Nyagoha, thank you so much, my sister. All right, my brothers, thank you so much for always coming. All right. Priscilla, how are you? It's been long since I saw you. Priscilla is like you are a blessing to many. Thank you so much. I do this for your mothers and brothers. So many of Janet, you can't believe I won. Janet, you can't believe. Moses, how are you? Okay, Moses Ogato is like, Janet, we won't let you down. I'm telling you, my supporters are the ones that keep on going. You know, even if they don't plan to come, they come. I mean, sometimes all you need is hope. Some come for hope. Okay, all right. Who is that? Sami Gichuk is like, thanks, Janet, nothing comes on a silver plate. I love that. Yeah, and I love my followers because they even use the terminology that I use. Okay, they come and use, and I know that is a true follower. Some of them will remind me things I said 2-3 years ago. I'm like, wow, that is consistency. Okay, and we will grow together if we continue like this. Okay, it's not a 1-year deal. Some of you go and then you disappear and then you come back after 3 years. All right, but that's okay. Well, once upon there was a time there was Janet, or you come to America and you think the job is done. No, you keep following for ideas. I always say the best thing is to ask questions. So let's pray that this embassy is open. Let's pray tomorrow that everyone keeps quiet. We hope that no one remembers that there was a suspension of green cards. Okay, they suspended April 22nd for 60 days. Okay, and the 60 days end tomorrow, June 22nd. When you wake up, they will have expired. June 23rd, we go to our old behaviors. Paris is guilty. Paris, welcome back. So we hope June 23rd, everyone kept quiet. We go back to our old business. We start processing green cards. And we pray that we know how to coexist with Corona. That's another tough one. I think they are going country by country. Go to the embassy, look if they're open or not, okay? But today we've gone through the facts. They'll process green cards and all the things you need to prepare, all right? Okay. Remember to keep the dream alive and have a strong desire to succeed. The desire will push over the edge. The desire will make you the best. You stand, you fall, you stand, you fall. You never give up. You know what? You're the best. I got distracted by a car. For some of you, you know, I've always said that, and I never flip. Today, is it allowed to look for a host with F1 visa? Yes. Will they ask for a host? No. Okay, so that's why I do these videos. Every question, okay? I like that. Nyagoha is just strong desire to join Harvard. Very good, because that is your goal. On this page, we encourage people to join Harvard. Yes, we do. And we encourage people to join community colleges. 2-year course. Yes, we do. Okay, we give people skills and understanding how things work. Okay, we want to join Stanford, good. We want to join the big schools, good. No problem. The whole goal is to know what the world knows. All the kids in the universities need to wake up and know what the whole world knows. As I tell you, people have benefited around the world. We are the next. You want to look at post-corona and say, this is the moment when we start changing information. And we know the embassy is the barrier. Let me tell you one secret to the embassy. And you know, I've done embassy videos. It's long since I did a good one. I'm going to prepare a good embassy video, comprehensive, because we cannot come here without crossing the embassy. How are you, embassy? These days, I think they know me. They know me, okay? The embassy in Kenya knows me. I'll be an idiot to think otherwise. And they love me. I know you love me. True or false? I've helped you. I've made your work easy, embassy. True or false? If you are following, comment. I've taught people how to fill the forms, you know, so I'm making embassy easy. So I have lessened for you the frustrations, the big elephant in the room, which is the embassy. I've lessened for you frustrations, okay? I've helped people with communication skills. I've helped people with confidence. I've helped them how to fill the forms, how to communicate, and how to increase their chances to understand the law, okay, so that they don't blame you, okay? I'm helping the embassy because I know they are guided by the laws of the United States. And I break it down the Kenyan way. I break it down the African way. So embassy, I'm helping. They know me. Of course they do. And then one day, someone tries to call me from somewhere and says, we have, can we arrange a marriage? Another one tried and said, is it true that they can get free money here? Don't try those games with Janet, my friends. Okay? I think I've been doing this long enough. When I was doing this, there are many people who are not aware that an African can be this strong and informed, and they thought maybe I'm one of those people who are coming here to do illegal stuff. I put them in their place. Okay? USCIS.gov is the source of my information. Okay? So you cannot come and trick Janet. Okay? Okay? Yes, everything here is straightforward, legal, all right? So that's how I operate. But these days, everyone knows me. They kept quiet. They disappeared. So I'm glad. You know, I can go in the inbox and I can tell if someone is trying to investigate me. I can tell I'm that smart. And they've never found anything. They see a clean girl who is minding her own business, blogging like everyone else in the world. That's why I'm strong for you, my friends. Okay? I'm strong for you. So don't go in the embassy, I want a visa. No, you want what? I'm here to request. Kindly request. Language. And we talk like this in the video. You can smile. Give them a smile. It gives you a better chance of the embassy. Huh? And then another big mistake. And I'm about to go. Please, I'm not going to elongate this. A mistake that I think some people do. Maybe they've watched movies or TV and they think they know. No, you don't know yet. So use the common English that they taught you in school. Yes, sir. Yes, madam. No, madam, I don't like it. It means like an escort, kind of a prostitute. So you want to use ma'am. In British language, I think madam is fine, okay? But they understand after they leave there, they understand that that's normal, okay? But you don't say now because you see Americans saying, yep, yep. No. Okay, did you get your documents? Yep. Now you think you're being cool. No. And another word they say, cool. No. That's street language. Yes, sir. Yes, madam. Thank you. Just the same way. Simple. Keep it simple the way we did it at home. Don't complicate issues from what you see in the movies and you think that is cool. No, there's nothing coolness. You're embarrassing yourself. That's why they denied you a visa. Yeah, cool. You need to do this. Oh, cool. No. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Okay? Oh, yep. Sonny, you get it. Yep. No. Okay? Smiling can give you a visa. Okay? And I'm not saying just smiling. Of course, you've met the other requirements, but someone is having a bad day and they see a smiling face. Not argumentative. Very welcoming. You understand? Eloquence, wisdom. People are saying all those things. And then you think that my bank statements are this much. My folder is big much. I have a big car. You're feeling entitled. Entitled. You're entering the embassy as if you're entitled. You have a good car there. You're requesting, you're smiling, you're kind, you're using normal English, you're not showing off, you're not sagging your pants. Yes, they look at such things, and that brings me even to social media. You're always cool. And by the way, those on green cards, they might ask you your social media pages. It's good. Everyone has social media. But what are you posting? Are you posting like kids, and then you're sharing articles where they're abusing children? No. So those are the things they want, so be smart. When they ask you social media pages, don't panic. Everyone has a social media page. It's for information. But you want to show in your pictures, show up family, encouraging music. Maybe some of you love church. You're posting church words, family-oriented, law-obeying citizen. Are you picking on my words? You are not posting criminal activities. You are not posting that you drank and drove. You are not posting how you went to the bar and you enjoyed 3 women. You don't let them do it. Us on this page, no. We are posting our weddings. We are posting our graduations. We are sharing things that are family oriented. Okay? We are not, you understand? Because some people, if you hide, it's even worse. Because they know in this day and age, probably you have a social media page. And then they go find out, you closed just before the embassy. No, don't do that. They're not coming for you. They're looking for people who are criminals. They're looking probably for people who are terrorists. You know what I mean? They're not looking for you. Just do the right things. And then some people, America, yes, it has a lot of freedoms. but they are very, very conservative. You don't know who is looking at your interview. Conservative means just the same way we used to have church-going people. People are still family-oriented here. Believe you me, despite of what you see online, it's just the same like home. Respect is the same. Dressing decent is the same. Okay? How you want to present yourself to an employer, it's the same way you present to the embassy. Your social media page should reflect like you're going to look for an interview. You understand? Okay. I hope you understand. Thank you so much. I love you, my friends. I will see you in the next video. I don't have anything. So the next video, by the way, I'll answer questions during the week. I'm going to read your questions and I'll come and answer your questions during the week. I'll be using the week days, which I'm always very tired, to do videos to answer your questions. Okay? All right. The interviews don't even take 5 minutes. Just have to be ready to answer questions in that 5 minutes and get everything right. Exactly. And you know why he's saying 5 minutes, and I've done embassy videos, is before you show up at that window, they know you already. How? DS 160. How? DS 260. Okay? So that should be your representation. Sophia will hug you when you come. The DS 160 should tell people who you are. So that means good spellings, good detailed information on your job. You're not leaving anything hanging. The dates are correct. Everything is matching. Everything looks clean to the point. And then when you show up, you match your face. They see clean. So they know you already. So they just want to match the face and the information. By any time, and most of the time, even here in interviews, they don't bring anything new to trick you. They ask directly from the forms what you asked. Okay, so where did you go to school? Straight. But the moment you look your face down like this, like, why are you thinking? Are you married? Why are you going and thinking twice? Yes, I'm married. May 31st, 2003. Straightforward. You know, that is why you do interviews, is to match the face. And if you say something here written and then now you contradict yourself, that's how they deny you. Are you understanding? It's kind of easier than you thought. And you find so many people are denied, but most of the time it's because lack of information. You don't contradict what you wrote. You tell them one thing, what you wrote here is different. They ask you are not eloquent, you are not straightforward. Or you go and tell them, I'll find a job and then I'll pay school fees. Now us on this page, we know better. A student visa has a different function in school. A green card has a different function, is permanent residency. A business visa is business visa. Visiting visa is visiting visa. Why are you going to America? 1, 2, 3. Going to visit my sister, going for a wedding, medical checkup, period. How will you fund? Bank statement. I saved enough money. When I reach there, I live in a hotel. I live with my sister. She has agreed. Where is the sister's information? Maybe they wrote for you a letter. Sometimes they will not ask. Okay? All right. But you go there. Yes, they've given you I-20. They've even given you a scholarship and everything. And then you go there. Yes, and then I'll go start working. Disqualified. Just information. Okay? All right. Thank you so much, my friends. I know too many people are watching, but I'll see you in the next video, all right? Thank you so much. Remember to subscribe and follow, and I'll come down to your comments. Next video, I'll respond to questions. Good luck for those who want the green card. 2020, I'm happy for you. There's silence. 2021, of course, you have time. Okay, take care of the public charge. Take care of the healthcare. Understand your benefits for green card. Focus on education. Make sure you move around when you come to America. Look at options. Not just one option. Have 10, 20 options. It's a big, big country. Okay? All right. Okay, Mercy's like, I'm in the US. I came with F1 visa. My graduation is coming soon by grace of God. I have so many questions. Okay, that's good. But tell them how you came to. You've accomplished a lot. Most of my followers that are coming here, they're embarking on nursing because they know nursing will give them a green card. Period. Okay? All right. Talk about EU blue card. What is EU? Blue card 2, please. I don't know what you're saying. You mean European Union? Davis, thank you all, man. Always. Thank you, Davis. Okay? All right. Firi, thank you. Chefundo, thank you so much. Be strong and safe. Okay, Sophie? All right. Thank you so much. Here is where I get my American dream. Really give us real image of yes. And by the way, you agree with me, Janet does not paint a rosy picture. Janet just says there's an opportunity, right? Options. Options. I love you so much for following. I don't want to leave you, but I have to go and do laundry. One day you'll be like me. Now people complain, and then Janet is saying going to do laundry. I'm not gonna use my hands and Omo. No, I'm gonna just throw in the machine. Machine will wash for me. I throw in the dryer. Those are some of the things you have to be thankful for. You understand? I'm not gonna hang it somewhere. I'm just gonna put in the dryer, and then I take the vacuum machine and I just vacuum the dust. You understand? And then I'll have my toasters here. I have my ovens here. Gadgets, left and right. I don't even have to turn off my TV. I just tell my phone. I just tell my app to turn on the TV for me. Something different. Yeah, how to fill the forms when you win green card. Okay, I see topics. Can't wait to see you, my friends. Is it gonna be easy? Probably not. But remember, Janet told you, negotiate with the hosts. Okay? For the women, stay safe. You always have a way out. Don't come here and then people start telling you have to do this and I'll do this for you. Learn how to drive. If you want the green card, this is the time to start learning how to drive. Don't come here without knowing how to drive. Get your driver's license. This is how you spend your time. I almost forgot that. Before you process the green card, find yourself at driving school. That is culture shock. You are not going to sit on the bus and people drive you from point A to point B. You drive yourself. And that is part of the... Did I tell you? When I was first in Delaware, this kissy guy... Janet, please, please give my wife a ride. I'm working tomorrow. She can never drive on freeways. She can never drive on highways. Now this husband has spoiled the wife. And me, I'm like, but I'm just a woman like her. Okay? So get your wives ready to drive too. Because when your wife can drive, the wife can drop the children and you go to work. So when you're still at work, your wife has brought kids. And the other way around. Everyone has their own car. In America, we don't share cars. You understand? Hi, all of you. Nasongo Jafet, you have so many names. I love you. Lucy Maina, I love you back. Okay? So, guys, go and learn how to drive. Even women, drive. This thing of fearing how to drive, no. You have no way. In America, in fact, some of the depression, some of the culture shock that affects many people when they come here is driving. You are not in the system yet unless you can take that car yourself and take yourself, get shopping and come back, my friend. You are not here yet. Until you accomplish that, you are not here yet. You will be crying. Janet said America is easy. Janet said this will happen. And now things are... No. Prepare yourself. Start driving. Understand how to drive. Take that truck. Do you know me when I move? I take my 18. One day I was driving a lorry, what they call lorry. Jen, thank you. I drive a lorry. And then when I'm at the traffic lights, I see these men saying, they appreciate. I mean, I'm moving. I have to go and hire a lorry and drive. That's what we say, tough cookies. You know, you just have to be tough. Janet was in Texas and her school was in California. So once in a while, I have to come to Texas. I say, you know, this is a 16-hour trip. For those who don't know 16-hour trip, I'm meaning I'm coming from Nairobi and passing Dar es Salaam. Hey, okay. I'm leaving Nairobi and going to Rwanda. To put things in perspective. Do you understand why you need to be tough to survive here? I'm toughening you. Okay? You have to be tough. A girl was used to standing on the line and then waiting. Hey, ingia, tano, 20. Kobole. I sit there and then they drive me. Okay? I come here and I have to take a 16-20-hour trip. And you know what? I say to myself, I'm going to leave California exactly at 3 p.m. I hit the road. So that by 10 in the morning, I'm in Texas. Okay? And that time, Janet, okay, at night, okay, tough cookie. For here, it's normal because they do it from 16. Us, we didn't know. We just sit there and the bus goes overnight. The overspeeders, but we have no say. Here, you take your car and go. But for some of us, we come and adjust when you are too old. I take the car, 3 p.m. in California. Drive, finish California. I enter Arizona, cover another 5 hours of good roads. At home, that will be probably 8 hours, okay? I cover Arizona, I stop in the gas station around midnight. I take my coffee, food, a little bit, put on my shoes. I finish Arizona, I'm in New Mexico. I cover another 5 hours, sorry. I enter a convenience store, do my thing again. And then New Mexico, I enter Texas. Now, one day I arrived and I had a red shoe on one foot and a yellow shoe on the left. But that's what it takes. Okay? That's what it takes to succeed. Driving 16 to 20 hours. Okay? Alright. So you get it. I'll tell you more stories next time. Thank you so much for coming. See you next time. Thank you. Love you. Okay? Adios. Merci beaucoup. Bye-bye. Okay? Alright. Janet, on the next video, talk about how to fill DS. Okay? For F1 visa. Yes. I'm going to do that for you. I promise. Okay? Alright. Merci beaucoup. Adios. Okay? Salam alaikum. Kwaheri. Kwaheri. Okay? Bye-bye. Alan will be the last one. Alan will be the Janet on the next. Okay, Alan is the one. Okay, Doreen is like, you are hilarious. Thank you so much, Doreen. I love you so much for following. Okay? Alright. Adios. Adios, guys.